how to smell like vanilla all day. So before I get into the whole fragrance or perfume aspect of things, it's important to kind of get to ground zero of smelling like vanilla. Going into the shower. This is the first step of smelling like vanilla. So you have your choices. You have your shampoo, conditioner, body wash, maybe a body scrub if you have one. You know, many options to start out smelling like vanilla. So I always say, it starts with the shampoo and the conditioner. If you get a scented shampoo and conditioner, you're already off to a good start. Just get some that, you know, have that natural kind of additive vanilla in it, and already, because once your hair absorbs a certain scent, it's going to smell really good. You're going to have already a scent trail kind of about you. Now, I would say body washes and soaps, those can be a little bit here or there, depending on how strong they are. Because the thing is, the soap, you wash yourself with the soap, and then you rinse it off. It's not really going to stick to you that much unless it's extremely saturated with a certain fragrance oil. But that's not really common, unless you get this high-class vanilla soap or vanilla body wash or things like that. So in general, it's kind of hard to use soaps and scrubs and body washes that make your skin smell a particular way. There are some, but starting in the shower, the main thing that's going to make you smell really good is the shampoo and conditioner. Now, that's not to say that there aren't soaps and body washes out there that won't make you smell good, because there are definitely some options out there. You just have to be a little bit more particular about them and make sure they have very strong scents so that they actually stick to your skin and they don't just wash away. But that's kind of the main place to start. Now, after you get out of the shower, you already have your first layer of your, shampoo and conditioner, whatever you put on. Then you get out of the shower. The next best thing before putting on any actual fragrance is to put on a scented lotion. There are tons of scented lotions out there, and they don't just smell good, but they're also good for your skin. Make sure you're moisturized, your skin is soft, and I mentioned this in my previous videos, but putting on lotion before putting on a perfume is a good idea, because that gives the perfume something to stick to more easily than just your bare skin, because the fragrance molecules prefer to stick to something with a little bit of moisture instead of just dry skin. So, like I said, there's quite a lot of different options for scented lotions, even scented oils, and especially vanilla is probably one of the more popular options for scented lotions, just because vanilla is one of the most liked fragrances among both men and women. So definitely just find a nice lotion that has a nice vanilla scent, slather yourself with it, it'll be a good start. Now, most lotions don't smell very strongly of a particular fragrance. Some do. Some are very saturated with whatever scent they're supposed to be, but others can be a little bit weak. So again, you have to be pretty kind of choosy with what particular lotions you choose. You don't want to choose one that's very diluted, gonna fade, within the hour. So as long as you pick and choose your products properly and carefully, you shouldn't really have too much of an issue. Now, once you put on the lotion, you have this nice layer of lotion to kind of coat your whole body. Then you could start figuring out what fragrance to put on over that. And choosing, an eau de toilette, eau de parfum, that's going to really help you smell truly like vanilla. Because the previous steps, they're just kind of the foundation of smelling like vanilla all day. The next kind of thing is, figuring out which type of vanilla fragrance you like. Because there are quite a lot of different vanilla fragrances. Some are very sugary sweet. Some might be more musky and warm, but they have that vanilla undertone. So it really depends on what you're going for. But I have about 3 main fragrances here that I think are pretty short and sweet and to the point in terms of vanilla. And I'm going to start with one that's very popular, which is Black Opium. So this used to be a little bit oversaturated about a decade ago or so. Not so much anymore, which is nice because it makes it more unique again. This is really nice. It is a very, very powerful women's fragrance. It has some coffee in it, it has some orange blossom, cedarwood, patchouli, and of course the vanilla that is overpowering all of those notes. This is one of the strongest vanilla fragrances out there. It's kind of known as a clubbing fragrance, but it doesn't have to be anymore, especially since, you know, it's not as oversaturated as it once was. So this is a very nice option if you want a powerful vanilla fragrance that is sweet but not too sweet. It's still nicely balanced with the cedarwood, with the patchouli, the other notes like that. So you do have some flexibility with this. At the same time, it's going to last easily all day, all night. Again, it was kind of more of a clubbing fragrance, so it was designed to be as strong and long-lasting as possible. But it's also not too overpowering, so you really have a nice, balanced, very feminine vanilla fragrance here. Now, if you want something that's really sweet, really feminine, and less of a clubbing fragrance and more of a kind of bubbly, more playful fragrance, then I would say La Vie est Belle. But be careful with this one because it's very easy to dislike it. Even if you like sweet fragrances, it is very, very sweet. So it can go a little bit overboard, especially if you put on too much. But I would say if you just put on a little bit in combination with, you know, your vanilla lotion, vanilla whatever, it works pretty well. It has a very strong vanilla note. It has also some juicy fruit notes and florals and things like that. But the vanilla really comes through here. Definitely a very sugary, sweet, candy sort of vanilla. Very, very strong. Probably 7 to 8 hours on this. So, you know, you don't need that much. But in general, as long as you like that sugary, sweet sort of thing, you will probably like this. And as I said before, it's very long lasting, so you won't really need to reapply it. Then the last one I have is if you prefer a more stronger, heavier type of vanilla fragrance, which is this classic Shalimar. This is actually a more incensey, spicy sort of scent. Then the vanilla comes in, and it's an extremely strong vanilla note. Sweet, but definitely not as sweet as La Vie est Belle. This is more of a more mature type of vanilla, more mysterious, you know, mixed with those smoke notes, those amber notes. Very, very classic scent, very elegant, and very strong. This is probably an 8-hour scent for most people. And definitely, again, good for those who want something a little bit more on the musky side, on the spicy side, on the smoky side, but still with an extremely strong vanilla note that really cuts through, smooths everything out. So a very, very enjoyable, slightly exotic type of fragrance here. But that is pretty much my main tips for how to smell like vanilla all day. So hopefully this video was helpful to you, and if it was, don't forget to like and maybe subscribe. And I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.